And good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, YouTube. We're not on YouTube. Good morning, locals. Good morning over on the private Facebook, and good morning on X Live. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Rumble. This is a Fireman Rich broadcast. It's not just Fireman Rich broadcast. So I just had to make sure this was on the right channel. Let's see. I got some feedback somewhere. Okay. We are getting all the bells and whistles going here. We're off and running. I'm still hearing some feedback. Let me check all my volumes. Oh, you know what? It's not there. Oh, you know what? It's on the TV. I didn't put the volume down all the way. Oh. Let's get it back on the Roku. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, we're on the big screen. So, good morning, folks. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X. What the heck? Okay, there we go. At Fireman Rich over there on X, at Fireman Rich over there on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads. Public Facebook is the real Fireman Rich. I am broadcasting this to my private Facebook, so I want to say hi to family, friends, longtime friends. We're here to talk about. This is third week of this broadcast here for to highlight the USFL, United Football League. So this is let's talk football, USFL football, that is, and we are on a new platform, in a manner of speaking, same broadcast, but we are on Let's Talk Football, USFL football, that is, and we got the bells and whistles here. I'm incorporating something that for the last 2 weeks I've been using. Was it Prism Live Studios? We are on, as you can see, over. Is it here? Yeah, it says Rumble Studios, and we're using the Rumble Studios platform, and we're on Rumble, and it's going to be our new home. But we're still over there on we're over there on Twitch. We got one person over on Twitch right now, so thank you very much. Where the ads are going to start, you're not going to see the ads here, but Rumble has more. It brings more to the table as far as being able to broadcast here on Rumble and then broadcast it out the show out to other outlets, where I could do that on Restream, but if you could take one of them away and still do the same thing, why not? You're streamlining. So that's what I'm doing, because I've been on this live streaming bit for quite some time, and one of the things that I was doing here for my morning broadcast, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, was strictly on Twitch. I go live on Twitch, and then afterwards I'd export it to YouTube, and then I'd go ahead and download and load up the video broadcast to here on Rumble. Well, now I don't have to do that now. It's going to, except on this particular morning, YouTube didn't click in for some reason. So I had a little problem with that. I might have to readdress that. It worked yesterday. It didn't work now. It's just, I was thinking about go ahead and backing out. So nope, go on with the broadcast. You can always upload over to YouTube anyway. The primary. 911 call 128. Oh, let me get. I forgot. I always forget one thing. I forget to turn off the radio here. We'll go ahead and turn that off. We don't need that excess noise. That's the radio for the emergency services for folks that are working here in Tioga County, because today's date is 04.13.2024. Current time is 08:16 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, where I live and reside this morning. And let's see, I can get rid of YouTube because we're not monitoring YouTube. We are on X Live, Facebook, Twitch, locals, and here on Rumble. And Rumble's the main. So Rumble and Twitch are my two new homes, or are my homes as far as live streaming. It's just I moved everything. I'm gonna be. Doesn't mean I'm just gonna. I may just pop in on Twitch and not multi-broadcast. But this broadcast, I want to multi-broadcast to other outlets and stuff. And it's a Saturday morning. We have 2 football games on the UFL schedule today and 2 tomorrow. We're going to talk about that, talk about last week's games, and make my picks for this week. It's going to be about 30, 45 minutes. And depending on what happens, maybe up to an hour. But we're going to go ahead and this is working pretty good. This is working outstanding. I'm very happy with Rumble. I have no affiliation with Rumble other than the user. I just found out about the Rumble Studios here in the last week or so. I think this dropped for regular use February 9th last month. It was in beta back in January. I've been looking at a lot of YouTubes just to get the backstory of it. And I am right out of the gate, Rumble, you're doing great. There's a few people I do watch here that are on AM talk radio, and I'm really excited. I've always been excited about Rumble. Even back when you had to get 100 followers to be able to broadcast on here. And then it was sort of a quirky way of always, before you broadcast, you always have to put in a different stream key. And now Rumble, was it just a couple months ago? I guess this is probably part of that process of integrating Rumble Studios. You had a static stream key, which I thought was fantastic. And this is even better, because I'm broadcasting to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I had YouTube, it'd be 6 outlets, and you can't beat that. This you could do it over there on StreamYard and Restreams. I did use Restream, and they're both fine. But for me, this is just fantastic. I don't want to say it blows them. I feel more comfortable here because Rumble has created an atmosphere, and then this is going out to other outlets. So if those people in those other outlets disagree with me, well, shut me off. But here on Rumble, I'm really impressed in what they're doing, and for me to say that's a lot, folks. Okay, I don't really, been doing this live streaming game for quite some time, and I'm really impressed. We have more now than we did, say, 5-10 years. Well, since I don't know. I got excited back in the Blab days, and then we had some entities. Before Blab, it was Meerkat, and then Blab, Periscope, then Haps, and now we got the streaming, the third-party streaming platforms, and that's what they are. They're a third-party streaming platform, like StreamYards, Restream, Emux, which I like Emux. That was pretty good, but I don't need them then. I got everything here at Rumble and more as far as I'm concerned. So I'm really excited. I'll be using this a lot more. Of course, over on Twitch, you had the guest stars where you could bring people up. Well, you can bring people up here. I had yesterday during the morning broadcast, our good friend Ted Hicks. He was up working from home, and he took a little time out to come up on the broadcast. And the other night, I had my good friend and brother veteran and fellow broadcaster Tony D, who's over there. They're both on Twitch. Tony D is on Twitch. He used the Rumble broadcast yesterday. He does a lot of music, hip hop music, and I enjoy listening to it. And then Ted Hicks, he's the proprietor and host of Late Night Parenting, which is on Thursday nights as far as that goes. So this is all good as far as let's see. Yeah, my audio is good. And I forgot to mention another streaming platform that was on came out during Haps, and that was Vocal. It didn't really take off, but this has all the similarities of Vocal, because I'm looking at a little picture box of me below this picture in the broadcaster's managing tool, and it has that box that flashes when the audio's going. And that's just reminiscence of Vocal. So I'm almost, I don't know for sure, but I have a gut feeling that this is all, it has you could probably draw a line from Rumble Studios back to Vocal. I don't know. I'd love to ask the CEO of Rumble that question as far as that goes, because this is just a fantastic platform to broadcast on. Not to say, okay, StreamYards and Restream are good. Okay, there might be one place or two places you can't broadcast. It has an RTMP, so if you have an RTMP, you can probably broadcast anywhere for the most part. So this does have an RTMP. It can host up to 9 people here on, as far as, I wouldn't go more than 4 squares as far as that goes. So you could do that on Twitch with guest stars streaming together, but it's an extra layer of a window popping up. This is all encompassing in one thing. and that's what I like. And I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring the broadcast here on the various tools I have up here, as far as that goes. Oh, you know, I forgot to bring up. Let's bring up this as far as week 3. We're in week 3 as far as that goes, folks. So let me get this set up here. We're in week 3, and go ahead and hit the present here on this. And oh, that's week 2. March 30th. We went in March 6th. Oh. Okay, I'm going to have to do a little. Well, you know what? I can go to. I'm just doing a little backstage stuff here as far as that goes, folks. So just bear with me. I think I posted up the wrong. Hey, Big Chill, how you doing? Let's see what we got here. I can. Yeah, this is something new I'm going to do, Big Chill. How you doing, Jeff? Let's see how this looks. Hey, it works. Look at that. I can. Hi, Rich Man. How you doing? Okay, so that it does work. You're my first posting there, Big Juice. Big Juice coming in on the Twitch side saying, "Hey, Rich, man, and good morning to you, Chris or Jeff." I think I'm all flabbergasted here as far as that goes. Big Juice from Ohio. Steve, I'm sorry, Steve. I called you Jeff and I called you Chris. Those are the guys on Nonsensical Nonsense. I'm sorry, Steve. Apologize there, my friend. So, and we just take that off like that. Oh, okay. That's cool. I've never used that feature before, folks. So it's something new I can bring. Instead of talking the chats, I can post them up here as far as that goes. So that's pretty cool. And all the chat, and that's the other unique thing. All the chats from all the 4 from locals, Twitch, Facebook, and X. Those 4 other platforms I can post up on the thing here. And we do have the morning coffee. So we've been on for 17 minutes, and we haven't talked about football yet. Let's see. Let's get last week's scores. Let's see the scores. This is over on Fox Sports for week 2. Okay, let's go ahead and present this. We can do this. We had a little burp, but I can accommodate by. Let's see. Let's go to the present, and these are last week's scores as far as they go, and we're going to view that tab. And okay, what happened? Oh, I gotta push it to. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's last week's scores, folks. Last week's scores. We had, as you can see, the. Oh, what's this? Let me see what this is. Do I need this? No. Let's go ahead. I gotta park this somewhere. Let's put that on my content. So you could see last week, last Saturday, we had a good jam-packed 4 games, starting with the Baramas beating the Showboats as far as that goes. And why is that stuck there? Oh, okay. That's okay. I'll just put that on the Twitch side. Okay, there we go. And the San Antonio Baramas, they're 2-0 now. They beat. That was a good game last week. Very good game. The Baramas, they came back at last minute. I watched the end of that game, and then the night game, Saturday night last week. You had the Renegades going into St. Louis, and the Battlehawks ended up winning 27-24 to 40,000 people. To 40,000 people, they were able to. And they broke their own record because, stated, 40,000 people were watching that game last Saturday. They love their football in St. Louis, and Battlehawks are my team, and they won 27-24. And then last Sunday, you had the reigning USFL conference champions the Birmingham Stallions, they're just eating it up. They're continuing their winning streak, beating the Michigan Panthers in Detroit 20-13. And the Roughnecks, they almost squeaked out a win, but they played a lot better last week than their first week. I could say that for a fact. The first week, they were just sorry. I tell you, they were just sorry. So they played a little bit better, but they were 0-2. But the Washington Defenders won 23 to. So how did I do on my picks last week? Well, my picks last week, I picked San Antonio, St. Louis, Michigan, and Washington. So I went three and what is it? 3 and 4. There's 4 games. So, and then the first week I won 1-4. So I'm 500. I'm 4-4 right now overall. So at the end of the broadcast here, I'll make my picks. I didn't make my picks yesterday, so we'll make the picks as far as that goes. And let's check something here real quick. Okay, let me check something real quick here. And as I'm going along, this is a new workflow because I'm using Rumble Studios as far as that goes. And so I got a lot of things. It's not going to go as smoothly because they got multiple dimensions here as far as we got Steve coming in from Ohio. We have 5 folks on Rumble. Thank you very much. 2 on Twitch. And what do we have on X? The numbers don't come over on X, but we don't have any viewers on X right now. So that's okay. That's okay. As far as I have more viewers now with Steve being here on Twitch than I normally do for the last 2 broadcasts here. Let me check something. Let's see. We got this one. And we're just double checking on something here for the broadcast. Oh yeah, that's let me take care of this. And we have go ahead and block and ban. Okay, I'm just taking care of what is known as a bot over on the Twitch side. So we take care of this. As soon as we see them, we take care of them as far as that goes. So, Steve chimes in with, what did it take? Oh, you can put this on a clock. Okay, let's see. And, you can put it on a, okay. Thank you, and you're welcome too, Steve. Thank you very much. I'm liking this. I figured this is the same as what you would get using StreamYards and Restream and eMux as far as that goes. So this is, and I like this look I like this better than those other third-party platforms. And this isn't a third-party platform. I'm streaming, so this is a streaming service that I'm also channeling it out to other broadcasts. So. And you're greatly appreciated there, Steve. Thank you for hanging out here. So I can unpin that, but I can also put it on a timer. That's good to know. I can leave it up for, how long can I put that up for? I can leave it up, if I wanted to, I could leave it up for 1 minute, 3 minutes, and 5 minutes. Okay, that's good to know. And okay, so those were last week's scores as far as that goes. And I don't know why on my notes here I had March 30th. That's week 1. I don't know how I got week 1 in there. So for today's games, and I'm going to go to something different here as far as presenting. And for today's games, we have this is my whiteboard I'll bring up. There we go. There's my whiteboard. Okay. And what we have here, you can see we have for today's games for Saturday, April 6th, we have the Brahmas going into Memphis to play the Showboats today at 12 p.m. ESPN. And then the second game is tonight at 8 o'clock on ABC. Arlington and at St. Louis. So they're going to be rocking in St. Louis. I'm very curious. That's my team I'm rooting for this year. Full disclosure, that's a team I'm rooting for. But all the other teams were playing some good football. I know there's people that this is a spring football league, but I tell you, this year compared to the last 2 years, I've been watching the XFL and the last 2 years on the USFL. The gameplay has gotten really good. Okay, you may not know the players. I don't know the players, but I'm just talking football. The football play is great. Something they didn't really have last year that they have this year. All those games that were played last week, you can look at on their USFL YouTube channel, and you can. And I posted up on my my X feed. I posted there on X at Fireman Rich. They're 15 minutes of the game, and they give you a good overview of the scoring and stuff like that. They do that for the NFL. They're doing it now for the US. The UFL is doing that, and it's fabulous. And so I don't know all the players. And if you're a football fan and you say, well, I don't know all the players, well, get to know the players. I'm going to be talking about some players, some quarterbacks that I think they could very easily step in and take a job on an NFL team if they want. So St. Louis is playing in St. Louis against Arlington. And then the Sunday games for tomorrow, you have the matchup. The Birmingham Stallions are going into the Michigan Panthers. Ford Field tomorrow at 12. I'll be watching that game. And then it seems like Houston's always playing this is the third week they played the last game, the 4 o'clock Sunday game. They'll be playing D.C. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Holy crap. I made a mistake, folks. Oh, my God. I made a mistake. Why is this? I screwed up on my notes. I'm sorry. I'm just noticing it. Today's the 13th. Today's not the 6th. What the hell is going on here?
You're a week behind.
Oh, bless you. The missus is here in the. Okay. I guess I'm going to have to go off the webpage. Let's back up and go to the webpage as far as the schedule here, folks. I'm sorry. I apologize. Okay, we should just stick to the. I want to use the whiteboard as far as that goes, but what a bonehead I am. Okay, I'm having fun though. All right, let's go ahead and present the actual games that are playing today. Let's go ahead with the schedule here on Fox, USFL Fox Sports. And there it is. Okay, these are the actual games. See, what I do is I cut and paste. I don't need the peripheral stuff, but for this week, I'm going to have to go with it. Okay, so what we have starting today, scratch what I said before. You have the DC. I guess I got all the way through it and say, wait, Houston is not. I thought, okay, let's get back squared away here. The DC Defenders are playing Arlington Renegades today at 1 p.m. on ESPN down there in Arlington, Texas. And then the 7 o'clock game is on Fox tonight. Memphis Showboats are down there in Birmingham. That's the first time they've been playing at home. Was it since last year? They were on the road last year on the championship. So they had the they didn't have the champ. The first year the USFL, they had the championship down there in Birmingham because all the games are played there. So that's the Saturday game matchup, and the odds have Arlington beating the Defenders, that's the odds there, and Baramas or the Birmingham Stallions winning again. I guess that's what that is. And then the Sunday games for tomorrow. Okay, Houston is into the first game at 12 in Michigan at Ford Field. And then tomorrow afternoon, St. Louis is visiting San Antonio. As far as that should be a good game right there. because San Antonio's undefeated and Birmingham is undefeated too. And I don't know, Memphis is going to handful. That's going to be, if they win against Stallions, that'll be a good upset. So there we have. Now we're back on track. I got to look at my notes again. I'm just wondering. Oh, are you setting up for your project? Okay, yeah.
No, I'm getting rid of a shirt that has.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're off and running. Let me double check this here. Actually, I should put that over on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go with that look. Now, how's our sound going? Sound is good still. Okay, that's good. Sound is fantastic. So we're good to go. And over there on X Live, let's see. Just to highlight. Oh, we got 2 viewers over on X Live. So thank you very much for the people on X Live. I don't the numbers don't show up here on the backstage there, but I have that, and then we have okay, YouTube isn't coming out, so I can scratch YouTube out. I think I might have to reconnect YouTube. But anyway, moving on with the broadcast here. Let's see what's some of the notes here. Let's see. Let's go. So after 2 weeks, the overall standings, and I wonder if I got this right. No, I messed up on the thing. So okay, well, I think I saved. I overwrit the file there. Okay, so we're going to go back to Fox Sports. Fox Sports has a great segment on the UFL, and for our third week, we have the 2 conferences on their overall standings after 2 weeks of play, and I'll bring them up. And we're going to change. There's the stadium. There's the stadium in St. Louis. That's how many people they're going to pack into that place right here behind me. That's the stadium in St. Louis. The St. Louis Rams used to play there before they went back to Los Angeles and stuff like that. So, but that's the stadium right there, and they'll be playing Sunday night, and we'll use this screen. So this is the neat thing that I found out yesterday, that I can use Prism Studios incorporated with I can honestly say that I'm an OBS user when I broadcast, and OBS works great with this also on the virtual cam. It works fantastic. And Prism Studios works good with this, interfaces with this as well, in a matter of speaking, because Prism Studios for the desktop is similar to OBS, but I've been an OBS user for a long time. I'm surprised I still have hair, because I would be ripping it out because I'd be so frustrated with it, but I stuck with it, and it's working great. OBS for me at least, I know people have issues with it. It works great. Let's see, for our standings now, overall standings as it goes, we have for the USFL, and see, this is presenting here on Rumble Studios just works so much smoother as far as that goes. It works very smooth. As you can see, the transition, I'm not fiddling like I did over on Twitch. So our overall standings, as you can see right there, there's 2 conferences now. You have the USFL, which used to be a league. Now it's a one conference. And then you have the XFL. And what you have here is the teams that You have in the USFL the Birmingham Stallions. They're 2-0, and they're the powerhouse. They've been playing some really good football. I mean, I would equal them in a mid-level NFL team. They're playing some really good football here. The Memphis Showboats, they're doing really good at 1-1. Michigan Panthers, they had a fantastic first week win. They're third, and then the Roughnecks, they were very sorry football play. I mean, a college team probably could. I'm going on a limb here, but a college team could have beat the Houston Roughnecks as far as that goes. But they played better last week, so they're 0-2. I'm not sure if they're going to win as far as it goes this week, and unless they step it up some more. That's the one thing. If they step it up a little bit more, they could. Then over in the XFL conference, okay, you have the San Antonio Brahmas, which are go ahead and bring this up just a little tad, so bring them up. The XFL conference, you have they're 2-0. So one team today be either the Birmingham Stallions or the Brahmas. They either both going to be undefeated, or else one of them's going to lose. They both could lose, So we'll see. Then the Battlehawks are coming up. Their first week they're playing good ball. Don't count them out. The St. Louis Battlehawks, they played good last year in the XFL, and they're going to continue to be playing. They're playing really good ball, I can honestly say. As far as watching them 2 weeks in a row. And then the Washington Defenders are 1-1, and the Renegades are 0-2. So that's how we have set up on our standings as far as coming in here to week 3. I guess I was sort of laxed on my, okay, I wanted to try and look at this again as far as my notes. Let's go to that's week, I wonder if okay, that's week 2. Let's check week 3. Yeah, I screwed up on my notes, folks. I'm sorry. So there's the standings. I'm going to have to correct those. Let's see if I can bring this up. Team standings. Let me bring this. Okay, yeah, this is good. Standings. Teams. What did I want to see on this part here? Let's see. We got that. Let's see what's on the USFL page. Okay, in the USFL, we got 5 things to be looking at. So let me go ahead and bring this up, and we'll go through this. This is the USFL the USFL.com page. Again, no affiliation with I'm just a football fan and viewer, and always pressing the wrong thing here. Okay, let's see. We have 5 things. Let's see. Okay, we've got 5 things to talk about in the USFL. Okay, I don't want that. Let's click that. Okay, go up here, and then this looks good. The only the drawback, and I'm telling you some stuff about Rumble Studios, we can't bring 2 people up on the present, or we don't have, that's the one thing lacking, I guess, over on StreamYard, Evux, and Restream. You can have 3 people over here and stuff. That may be coming and stuff like that. For all intents and purposes, this works good as far as that goes. I can go ahead and I can shut my camera down, and you can just see the actual article and stuff like that. So that's a capability. Now, if I had just 2 people up here, if I shut this down, my camera and the other person could come up and talk it, as far as that goes, as far as in the present mode. So is it limited? Yeah, you could say. It depends. I like what it has to offer here, but let's go ahead and go over this. So 5 things to watch for in week 3. The St. Louis Battlehawks received Marcel Ataman. The receiver on St. Louis Battlehawks, Marcel Ataman, has been the best pass catcher in the UFL through the week 2. Ataman tops the league in receiving yards at 174 and receiving. So there's a person I know, and I've seen him play, Marcel Ataman. He's on the St. Louis Battlehawks, and he has 3 touchdowns and heading into week 3. So they're highlighting he should be a person to watch. The 20-year-old Ataman points to a good rapport with St. Louis quarterback A.J. McCarron. McCarron is freaking great. He's a good quarterback, good solid quarterback for his first start. A 7th-round selection by the Raiders back in 2008. That's a uniqueness about the UFL. You're seeing the history of these players, in a manner of speaking. But a 7th-round selection by the Raiders in 2018 NFL draft. Ataman played with McCarron, so McCarron's the other hot hand in Oakland. Ataman finished with 29 receptions, 279 yards, and 1 touchdown in his NFL career. And he could still have a career. The NFL could snatch him for a backup quarterback. Who knows? We have that chemistry, and AJ is a great leader. Ataman said he has exceptional. He has exceptions for not just myself, but for all receivers. He holds up in standards. So you're seeing that confidence, that leadership that these players. Ataman's efforts have helped Battlehawks off to a hot start, 2nd in passing yards, 216 per game, and 3rd in scoring, 21.5 points per game this season. That creates a balance on the offense. In addition, running back Matteo Durant interacted for week 1. The Duke product rushed for 104 yards. So they're getting the yardage here. He says, I'm happy, or he said, who's this? Anthony Betch, the coach. I'm happy with him. St. Louis head coach Anthony Beach said about Durant, he took advantage of opportunities that's what this league is all about, and that's what it is. That's what it's all about. And when you get your chance, you may not dress every week, but when you are there, you get your shot, and that's what it's all about, is getting the shot. I don't know if I should play this. Ataman. Let's see what this has to say here. See how this sounds on the broadcast.
And Bo Nix. Arlington leads. A.J. McCarron. Downfield. Marcel Aitman. It's gone. 53 yards.
53 yards for Ataman. That's 53-yard touchdown. So that's highlighting Ataman. Let me go ahead and put that on a bigger screen here. Let's go ahead and replay that. Let's see how this looks.
And Bo Nix. Arlington leads. A.J. McCarron. Downfield. Marcel Aitman. It's gone. 53 yards. And the Battlehawks are back in front.
So that's the receiver we're just talking about here for the St. Louis Battlehawks, Marcel Ataman. And I saw that. That's the play. That's the caliber of play that we're seeing, folks. Let's see. The Michigan Panthers, talking about them, face the Houston Rockets. Michigan Panthers 1-1. Roughnecks are 0-2. You know what? I'm going to tell you on that pick. I'm picking them. I don't think I'm going to be picking the Roughnecks. And that's in Sunday's first afternoon game. On Saturday, the winless Arlington Renegades host the DC Defenders 1-1 at 1 p.m. following the Birmingham Stallions 2-0. first home game against the Memphis Showboats tonight at 7. And here's the 5 things to watch for. Renegades defeat Defenders meet XFL title match. The Renegades host the Defenders in the rematch of last year's XFL title fight. And I think the Renegades are 0-2 right now. They're not playing like they surprised me winning last year. I think they beat the St. Louis Battlehawks to go to the XFL championship game. And so I'm not betting on so that's I'm already pre-picking my picks here that the Birmingham Stallions will be let me see. Let me put this back here. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I can bring this up on the studio, and that's how I can keep track of the chat. Let's enter the room as a producer. And okay. Let's see. Can I bring chat up like that? Okay, that's the live chat. Okay, so I can go ahead and do this. Okay. So the Renegades host the Defenders. I'm already preempting my pick here that I'm going to probably end up picking the Defenders on this game. Or no, the Birmingham Stallions. But it's a rematch, and the Renegades are giving up a league worst 27 points per contest so far, and have forced 2 turnovers throughout their 2 games. Arlington also allows teams to convert league's worst 50% on third downs. Our third down defender, their defense, we were not able to come up with enough stops. Arlington head coach Bob Snoops said last week, in particular on the third. So third and long, they're not doing all that great. So here's a clip from UFL's X feed, the XFL Defenders and the XFL Renegades kick off the week 3 Sunday. Who are you going to match up? Let's see what this one's about.
Perez to the corner, jumping Ben, and a catch for a touchdown.
South Carolina said, I'm sorry, Ben DeLuca, too small.
Ramu up top, one-handed. It's caught. Was he in bounds? Yes. Touchdown.
That's as good of a catch as you will ever see. Yeah, they have high expectations.
Up top, Ty Scott.
Devin, that was a beautiful throw.
This atmosphere, this crowd, these teams, electric.
That is something special right there.
So that's our matchup for today. And they both can play. You can see they have some great plays. And that's the 1 o'clock game on ESPN today. Number 2 to watch for the 5. And this is what, the 5 things here? Yeah, 5 things. So number 2 will be Stallions celebrate the 2023 USFL title at home opener. They're going to be Birmingham will play at home for the first time since the team notched out its second consecutive USFL title to win over the Pittsburgh Maulers. The Pittsburgh Maulers aren't in. They're one of the teams that got scratched for the UFL. Last year's USFL MVP Alex McGough, now with the Green Bay Packers, so he is expected to be on hand to help commemorate last year's victory. So right there, you got a USFL player that's playing with the Green Bay Packers now. The Stallions will be presenting their championship rings as a team gathers the weekend, even without McGough. Is he the quarterback? Let me check on this guy here. Let's see. Let me check. Let me double check on this guy. Let's do a fact check here. He's an American football He's a quarterback, so he's going to be a backup quarterback. He's with Green Bay. Alex McGough. I guess I'm going to say McGough or something. Correct me in the chat if I'm wrong as far as that goes. Let's see. Let's get back to the article here. So he went to Green Bay as a quarterback, probably backup. Oh, definitely a backup because I can't think of the kid's name there for Green Bay. But he'll be on hand. But even without him this year, the Stallions continue to roll and have won 9 straight games dating back to last season. Head coach Skip Holtz continues to use 2 quarterback system. Yeah, that's the one thing about the Stallions. They don't hesitate to use 2 quarterbacks, and it works quite well on their style of play. And head coach continues to use his 2 quarterbacks, Matt Corral, very good quarterback, and Andrea Martinez. And I've seen both these guys, so I know these players. I've seen them play the last 2 weeks. They're good quarterbacks. Those 2 and Birmingham offense should get a good test from Memphis defense that has held opponents to 16 points. So there's their see you Saturday, Stallion fans, packed protective. So the number 3 thing, YouTube star Destroyer out with a neck injury. San Antonio place kicker Donald De La Haye, known as the YouTubes, and this is a guy that he played football before. He has a fantastic audience on YouTube, and he decided to come back as a kicker. This guy, he is a good guy. And the one thing about the UFL is they interview during the game these players, and he had a great interview during last week's game. But he's out on injuries on the injury list after suffering a neck injury made on a tackle last week. He did attempt a field goal during his time with the team and will be out for a minimum of 5 weeks per USFL rules. They're very particular, just like they are in the NFL, about injuries. You know, you can't come back injured because they don't want life-lasting injuries. The Brahmas signed Ryan Santos, who went to training camp with the New York Giants in 2022 to replace him. So their Destroyer, he posted up on X, just left the doc. He said, I have multiple fractures in one of my vertebrae, a sprained ligament, and a couple bulging discs. He said, I'm a lucky man because it could have been way worse. God is good. Yes, God is good as far as that goes. I'm just going to be stuck in a neck brace for the next 3 months. So San Antonio place kicker Alex Moretto leg and is on injured reserves after suffering an injury last week against the Memphis and the Showboats running back Darius Victor has an ankle. The Roughnecks also lost 2 key players in week 2. Quarterback Jarrett Gritano has a chest injury, and running back Kurt Merritt. So these are the injuries. Former NFL defense back Carmen signed with the Brahmas, and so we got people signing to backfill these guys. Now, number 4, this guy is the man as far as field goals for the Michigan Panthers. Jake Bates. Michigan Panthers. It got down to like 5 seconds, 3 seconds to the game they were playing, and he kicked a 64-yarder. First time he ever kicked a field goal since high school, because he's a punt, a kick specialist, kickoff specialist, and punt kicker and stuff. But this is the first time in the game 1 of week 1 he kicked a field goal to win the game. So his name he's like the first week hero, but we keep on talking about him because the kickoff was just was tremendous. The Panthers kickers have been one of the main story. Well, even with the loss last week, I think Jake Bates kicked a 62-yarder also, or 60-yarder. Yeah, they talk about that right here. I'm getting excited about talking about Jack Bates. The Panthers kicker has been one of the main storylines for the USFL this season, making back-to-back field goals from beyond the 60-yard line after never attempting a field goal since high school. Can Bates make another kick from 60-plus yards for the 3rd straight week? That would be a record in itself. If Bates accomplishes that impressive feat, he would be the first to do so in professional football. So that'd be something to look for today with Michigan playing. The only kicker to make 2 60-plus field goals back-to-back was Brett Maher for the Dallas Cowboys in week 6 and 7 back in 2019 NFL season. Bates has made field goals from 62, 60, 64, 62, and 52 yards. So he has a leg this year. And when the USFL season over, he'll likely be in an NFL training camp next year. I would see NFL snatching this guy. But for now, Bates is focused on helping the Panthers win games. Look at it. Getting into the league, the NFL, is just going to have to continue to show consistency, head coach Mike Knowles said. I know there's a lot of people right now looking at him because of his leg strength, both on his kickoffs as well as his field goals. But more importantly, the field goals, because if you can get points from far out, obviously you have you're very valuable to the team. So let's go ahead. That's good. This is good from 6. We got a 70-yard field goal here. Let's check this out.
That's good for 70.
Let's watch that one again. A 70-yarder.
That's good for 70.
Wow. That is huge, folks. That is huge. That was done April 10th. So that was this past Wednesday during practice. Wow. Let's see. Where are we at in time? We're going to be going over an hour here. Okay. Let's see. We just finish this up. Number 5, stats of the week. We have Michigan linebacker Fred Ginda, last year's leading tackle in the USFL, has eclipsed 200 combined tackles in spring professional football. The San Jose State product tied San Antonio's Jordan Mosley for the league, led with 19 combined tackles so far. Ginda finished with the league's high 14 tackles in the loss to Birmingham last week. But Michigan has the players. They have a kicker, and they have this defensive after dominating performance this week, he's accumulated over 200 career tackles. So this guy, Frank, he's a linebacker, number 5, Frank Ginda. So see, we're getting to know the players of the USFL. So or UFL. I keep that's looked on the. Okay, I thought I shut that off. Okay, stop sharing. There we go. Okay, so I'm just noticing we're coming up on an hour, so we're going to go ahead and make our picks because I could talk about a few more things, but I know this is right. Okay, let's see. Let me bring this up a little bit. So let's see. Go to present window, and these are the games slated for today. I hope I got the right pick. Defenders. Yeah, okay. These are the right games. Okay, so these are my week 3. This is going to be my week 3 picks. After we talked about it, we got the DC Defenders and Arlington Renegades. Arlington's going to be at home. DC Defenders are playing good. This could go either way. Let me see something here. I got to get the standings up on this game. I got to look at the overall standings. Let's see. Let's see. I think. Let me check over here on ESPN what the standings are. I got them. Standings. Okay, here's the standings. So the Washington Defenders, DC Defenders, they're 1-1, and then you have the Arlington Renegades. Oh, they're in the same. This is the divisional game, so they're 0-2. Ooh, you know what? I think Arlington is going to squeak out their first win, so I'm going to be taking. Let's go ahead and put this down. So we got this. We're going to go ahead and go with We're gonna go. I'm picking the Arlington Renegades. They're at home. I'm gonna go with the home field. They're 0-2, but I think they're gonna squeak out a win. I think they got to make a win. They're 0-2 and defend. This could go either way, but I'm gonna pick the Arlington Renegades. On our second game, Memphis Showboats against the Birmingham. I already said I'm going to go with the Stallions because that's their home game, and they're going to be really tough. So that's a no-brainer right there. Houston Roughnecks against the Michigan Panthers. Houston Roughnecks are 0-2. Michigan Panthers are 1-1. But Michigan, they've got a strong team, so I'm picking the Michigan Panthers this week 3. And it looks like I'm picking all the home teams. But in the last game, the St. Louis Battlehawks against the undefeated San Antonio Brahmas, I got to stick with. I'm sticking with my team here. St. Louis, that's my team I'm rooting for. San Antonio could win this game because it's a home game, okay? But this will be the one game I'm not picking because it is a home game. So we'll go with that. And those are my picks as far as that goes for my week 3. So we can do this on the fly. That's what I like about this. I can bring this up, and this is my whiteboard. I'm calling this the whiteboard. So those are my week 3 picks, and we'll go with that as far as that goes. And let's see how that looks on the Twitter side. And let's see, I'm going to go to profile. And there's that. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And what I'm going to type in, and we're going to get this week 3 started with verified only. Oh, I can't. Okay. I thought I could. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. Chat is verified only. Huh. I thought I could use that. Okay, let's try it this way. Let's go from the desktop here. Okay, let's see. Let me try this again. We're trying something as we end the broadcast here. Baby, 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 baby. Okay, this is a quote. Oh, you know what? Maybe because I can't even comment on my own. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, that shows up. Okay. Okay, so that showed up as far as that goes. So we're going to end with that. Okay, that did come in on X. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let's unpin that. Let's go ahead and try pinning it for a time length of 1 minute. And we'll stop sharing, and we're back here, and we're going to go. We're going to be into the broadcast here because we've been on for an hour, and I still have a lot more material, but I guess I got a little shooken up by the fact of my. But that saying right there, "Let's ball out." That's the Rock, and that's what we're going to do on this 3rd week. We're going to let's ball out, baby, and we got 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow of spring football for the USFL, and we're very much happy to very much encouraged to see this as far as that goes, and we're going to ball out. We're going to watch some good football, and I already presented here on that one UFL league article there, the 5 things there, that we got some good play. It's been fantastic play as far as that goes, and I think it's really good. And I'm going to enjoy it. And people that watch regular NFL football, if you're not watching this and not excited about it, then I'm going to just say it. I say, sorry, you're not a real fan. NFL is great. It's going to be the Premier League and stuff like that. But this right here is just, I'm all in on the UFL this year because the caliber of play after 2 weeks has been very good compared to the last couple of years of the XFL and USFL. It's just getting better and better. And when you have a stadium like where the St. Louis Battlehawks play, and then you got 40,000 people in the stands, and you beat your own record of 35,000, that's tremendous as far as that goes. What about, oh no, I don't see that happening, Steve. I do not see that happening. No, that's a long time off. No. And this is what Steve, let me bring that up for the folks here as far as that goes. This is what Steve, what about UFL versus, no, I don't see that happening. They're good play. The NFL, I think if you took a middle team such as let's say, I think the NFL caliber play is historically is just been better, but the UFL, they have some plays that equal that, but the overall play, it's a notch below the NFL, Steve. So I say the NFL, if they're not going to combine, that's not going to happen. I think it's unique, and I think the NFL supports the UFL because it's where they can draw people from. It's a spring league, so I think it's a great fit for the UFL to combine the two previous spring leagues into one bigger spring league, and we're seeing the results of that. The gameplay's gotten better, and I'm a little bit more excited about it. So, but NFL, is always going to supersede. Okay, I'm not saying the UFL is better than the NFL. Oh no, not in the least. The USFL, it's just good to see continuing football in the springtime because why not? Okay, does it have to be a fall winter? Traditionally it's a fall winter sport as far as that goes, but I think overall it's pretty good as far as that goes. And I like the way the comments came in. Thank you for making the comments there, Steve. And I apologize again for mixing your name up with Glick and Jeff over there on Nonsensical Nonsense. For the folks that are watching on the other, we're broadcasting on Rumble here, but we're also broadcasting on Twitch. Okay, Steve, thank you. We're broadcasting on Twitch, X Live, my private Facebook, and locals. Next time I'm going to be and I got to fix the Ustream or the YouTube portion there too. But this will be uploaded over on the actually from Twitch now. I can export it because it's already up on Twitch here. So, but we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. I want to thank my good friend there in the chat from Ohio, Steve Big Chill 757 over there on the Twitch side as far as that goes. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. As far as that goes, it's been a good broadcast. We went a little bit longer, but I'm enjoying myself, and that's all that counts, I guess, as far as that goes. So we're going to go ahead and let's see if I can get this going here. There we go. We even have the ticker tape down below. So this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on Rumble, as well as over there on Twitch and X Live and the public Facebook. It's the real Fireman Rich, but I'm over there on the private Facebook. Hi, guys, on Facebook. I only have a handful of people on the private one, so they'll get a real kick out of this, of what the hell is Robbie doing now? Talking about football. Let's talk football, the USFL football, folks. All right, folks. Again, you can follow me over on X at Fireman Rich. I'm also on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads at Fireman Rich. The public Facebook is The Real Fireman Rich. Okay, so we'll enjoy the games today and tomorrow, and we'll be back next Saturday for the preliminary chit-chat that I have of Let's Talk Football. So you guys all have a great one, and enjoy your Saturday as far as that goes, and have a great weekend and as such. So Rich Roberts, wishing you all well. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again, Steve.